a judge ordered family and the media to leave the court. Yes, man. The family of the former Member of Parliament, Jolyan Silvera, and the media were barred from entering the court Thursday as the former legislator made his first appearance before a judge to answer the charge that he murdered his wife Melissa. But what is the judge hiding? You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into the story as to why a judge would remove or bar family member and the media from the court and whether that is in the best interest of the public, give thanks to Yahuwah and to Yeshua HaMashiach. And while you're at it, why not touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell before you forget. Yes, man. So a few days ago, the judge in the Jolyan Silvera trial ordered the family member and media to leave the court. This was his first hearing and the judge barred them from entering the court. But before we get to this story, it is important to get some historical backstory and explain how it began. Watch this.
Initially, it was reported that Mrs. Silvera died in her sleep at home on November 10. Sources say a photograph of the scene after the police were called showed blood stains, and that ignited the suspicion of the investigators. Things began to look bleak for the former politician a month later after an autopsy discovered bullet fragments in his wife's body. It further revealed that she was shot twice in the abdomen.
So straight away, as these people are high profile people, it sparked suspicion because people were wondering that the doctor who pronounced the woman dead, how wasn't the doctor able to see that there was something hanky-panky going on? And what about the police who visited the scene and observed the body? Well, it has been revealed that the same police officer ordered the autopsy, so there's no hanky-panky there. But there is a sense of doubt and cover-up, and high-profile people is getting away with murder or are not facing justice in Jamaica. And therefore, for that reason, people have their suspicions as to whether this case started out initially to be a cover-up. And if there was a cover-up, it only lasted for a brief moment because the police decided to take action.
About 12 midday, Jolyan Silvera, age 52 years old, land developer, was formally charged by the police, that is the Major Investigation Division, for the murder of his wife, Melissa Silvera.
So after Mr. Silvera has been charged and remanded in custody, on his first appearance in court, the judge decided that the media and members of his family, in fact no one was allowed in his initial trial. And the question is, why? What allowed the judge to bar the family member and media from the first hearing? Now, the judge has a discretion under the Jamaican Constitution in which she can do that. Under section 16(3), the Constitution says it's open court. Anyone should be able to go and visit the court and, a free hearing, and the public can go and watch any trials and make any observation. However, on the same 16(4), it says that anything that would prejudice case or perhaps in the interest of justice or any reason that would not make the trial become fair or would jeopardize any sort of defense or evidence or anything of such delight, then the court has the discretion to bar people and the media from entering court. The judge did not give a reason, and many people came out, particularly the Press Association was not happy with that decision, and therefore she had something to say about that. Listen.
This is something the Press Association of Jamaica is taking very seriously. We're very concerned about what we heard yesterday, which is that the media and the public were being barred from at least part of the proceedings in the Jolyan Silvera murder case. That's because this is a very high-profile matter. This is a situation in which the public and the press need to be able to observe every step of the proceedings to help to assure the public that there is nothing being hidden, there's nothing untoward, there's no kind of favorable treatment being given to the defendant in this case, because as we know, he's a former member of parliament. He has, as we say in Jamaica, links, and people are already concerned as to whether he is going to be given some kind of preferential treatment. It is not enough, certainly not in 2024, to simply say this is a use of her discretion.
That was Dan Jackson, the head of the Press Association. The Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, also had something to say. Listen.
She made an explanation that at this time she did not believe that she will allow this. It is for the public to judge and members of the media. Speaking for myself, I will only say in a very diplomatic way that I thought it was a little unfortunate, but the judge must have some good reason why she preferred to take this route. Perhaps when the matter returns to court in early February, she may have a change of heart.
So there you have it. The Jamaican people at the outset just believe that this was a clear cover-up and nothing will come of it, and this is what normally happens to high-profile people. For a judge to be holding the first hearing in private further enhance the public speculation and is a matter for concern. The Press Association wasn't happy about the decision, or the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, have some concern as well and hope that the judge may have a change of heart. And definitely the Jamaican people believe that there is something sinister going on and whether justice will be served. I personally believe, from a legal perspective, given the issue surrounding high profile people getting away with murder or walk away scot-free, for the interest of justice, justice must not only be done but be manifestly seen to be done, and therefore I think that the judge should not have held the hearing in private. Even the very sign outside the court building is reflecting section 16(3) of the Constitution by saying that a court building is a public space and no one really should be barred from it, particularly in this case. She may have good reasons, but she needs to explain those reasons, because these sort of high profile cases, it must be seen to be clear and transparent, and everyone should be able to follow the proceedings and form their own judgment. Of course, the judge and the jury has the ultimate decision, but it must be consistent, it must be clear, it must be transparent. So what is your view? Do you believe that the judge was right to have held the first hearing of Mr. Silvera in private? Do you share the same sentiment, the same view of the head of the Press Association and head of the Department of Public Prosecution? Write your comments below, man, and let's have a discussion about this. For those of you forgotten to subscribe, please remember to touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell, and remember to share with friends and family. So we're going to jet off,